No.
I think it's back.
What do you mean it's back? Welcome to part 6 of Mysterious TikToks. I am excited for this one. We got a very special video because everyone's been spamming me with messages to watch this certain video called A Unit Missing in the Rajasthan Desert. That's going to be at the end of this video, so watch until the end, leave me a like, and if you have an answer to any of these videos that you're going to watch, write it down below because I read all the comments.
Skies are too blue for them in Maryland. We need to get a little rain.
Man, look at that. They just spammed it. They just spamming in kill streaks of chemtrails. And I don't even want to know what this is doing to our bodies, that we got to breathe all this stuff in all day, every day. What is that? That's an eye. That is an eye. That looks like a T-Rex or something. Yeah, that's creepy. I wouldn't even put the flashlight on it. I would just... yeah. No. No. It blinked.
Check this out. All right, so the ride looks real fun. Right up until the point that you realize that that cable should be attached to that hook. And then you wonder, what aren't they doing?
Oh man, that's like Final Destination. Nope, you'd never see me getting on that ride. And he still went on it. Is he mad? Is he nuts?
While driving through a forest in Hertfordshire, an entity in a white dress runs alongside the car, keeping up with the car's speed and even surpassing it at times. The spirit runs through the forest with such ease it's hard to fathom, as a human could never run through the brush and debris on a forest floor. At this speed, it's simply impossible. Watch this.
No, I don't want to watch this. No. No. Look at that. Look at that. I would say, you know, slow down so we can get a good image. But if I was in that car, I would have my foot to the floor, mate. I would be gone out of there. I wouldn't stop. But imagine you're driving down the forest road, you look to your left, and you see a woman in a white dress running on all fours like a horse, galloping.
Burgers? And some French fries? Don't they look delicious? And some triple thick McDonald's shakes? Oh. Well, we can always make good use of that. Ah, here they are. Triple thick McDonald's shakes.
That's so creepy.
Why, they're empty. Say, you sure can get a lot in these bags, can't you? Order in the court.
Your Honor, the accused hamburglar was caught red-handed, sneaking off with a big bag full of McDonald's delicious cheeseburgers.
That's serious.
My nephew was in that bag. My nephew was in that bag.
Why? Isn't that McDonald's hamburger delicious?
Mom told me never to talk to strangers.
Well, your brother's right as always, but I'm Ronald McDonald. Give me a McDonald's shake.
Well, you sound like Ronald.
Here, I'll prove it. I'll give you 3 more hamburgers.
This ain't helping their case. Even KFC, a lot of you wrote about the KFC advert. You know what? After doing this channel, I don't want to ever eat McDonald's or KFC again. This has really put me off, but they're not helping the cause, and they were so open with it. Is that like 5G? So I wonder what happens, because we all know that consuming 5G frequencies is not good for the brain. You might as well just stick your head in a microwave if you live near one of those towers. But I wonder why they're putting it in the water. Who knows? Let me know what you think about that. I mean, there's obviously a reason why they're just spamming them around these water towers.
All right, I get this signal. I pull out this rock,
But for some reason, it causes the detector to go off. Look inside there.
Looks like some sort of crystal or something, some sort of artifact. I mean, I probably wouldn't touch it with my fingers though. You know, you might wake up and your hand's fallen off. Why do these people do this? This is how I know it's got to be fake, because you wouldn't pick that up. If you thought that was an alien's testicle or something in a rock, why would you pick that up? I got stung by a hornet 3 days ago, and my whole right hand was like the size of a football, and I couldn't touch nothing. I didn't want to touch nothing. This guy's thinking that's an alien, and he's touching it with his fingers. Yeah, I'm not buying this one. No way. Cool. Actually makes the sound as well. Where can you buy these machines? Because I want one. If they release these on Amazon, I'm getting one. Just set it up in the garden, get a cigar, get a cold beer, watch the lightning. Oh, no. No. Look at it. No.
Bill Gates declares the end of the smartphone era and unveils its surprising replacement.
Here we go.
Let's see what the replacement is going to be.
We can all guess what this is.
Our smartphones. Bill Gates announces the conclusion of the smartphone age and unveils electronic tattoos as the next big innovation. Interesting, electronic tattoos. Here's a quote directly from Gates. The key advantage, these tattoos are integrated into the body. Imagine having a device embedded in your skin that lets you interact with the world through simple gestures or touch. It's sleek, unobtrusive, and possibly more intuitive than anything we've seen so far. The tattoos are powered by tiny nanocapacitors, and they don't require bulky batteries or displays, making them a far more subtle alternative to today's mobile devices.
Nope.
And let's see exactly what they'll be used for. A communication conduit facilitating messaging, internet browsing, and door unlocking.
Door unlocking.
A health monitor observing metrics such as heart rate, body temperature, sleep patterns, and early illness detection. Also, a security apparatus functioning as a password, digital identification, or payment method.
That's going to be the bit where people will do it. And we all know watching this, there will be people that will line up for this. The same as when they release an iPhone every year.
Egypt, off the coast of Alexandria. Take a look at this. Remnants of a 2,000-year-old city lifted out of the sea and into the 21st century. The ruins include statues and buildings that may have served as homes and places of worship.
Do you know what I'd love to see? That if they found parts of the chariots that crossed the Red Sea when Moses parted the sea. That's what I'm waiting for them to pull out of the ocean.
What happened to 4G? Did we ever have 4G?
We had 4G, and then we had LTE 4G.
I remember 4 LTE, that's right.
And then, so now we had 5G, and everybody said, like, oh, it's going to change the world.
Right, you can download 64 minutes in 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guess what's coming? 6G.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's going to be 45 times faster than 5G.
That's a lot of times faster. It is.
You're so good at math. Jump. Eventually, it's going to be almost 14,000 times faster.
If you get a phone with 6G, don't worry about cooking eggs. Just stick your head in them. Stick your head against the phone. There you go. You can do some cooking then. Because I'll tell you what, this 6G may be quicker, but it's going to kill us quicker as well. No. No.
I think it's back.
What do you mean it's back?
Wait.
No.
There's someone on the back porch.
No. No. Run. Oh, man. Oh, man. Why do people mess with Ouija boards, man? Just don't do it. Don't do it. And if you got a flipping demon running around your house, invest in crosses and holy water. That's the only thing they can get rid of them.
Important news of our lifetime. What you're looking at are leaked images, and it changes everything we know about the ancients and pyramids. The image above is showing what's underneath the middle pyramid of Giza, not the Great Pyramid. The team has discovered 8 wells with spiral tunnels around each one underneath the pyramid. It goes 640 meters into the bedrock of the plateau. To give you a scale of what that is, the Great Pyramid is 146 meters tall. That's 4.5 times the height into the ground. They end at 2 cubes that are 80 meters by 80 meters. We don't know what's in them. That's not all. Inside the pyramid, 5 new chambers, almost exactly like the Great Pyramid's King's Chamber, were discovered. The chambers are arranged in the same way the towers at Angkor Wat are arranged. The King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid is made out of absolutely massive blocks of rose granite from 900 kilometers away in Aswan. That chamber is a perfect 2-square rectangle in geometric terms. The team used that chamber to test the accuracy of their Doppler technology for imaging. That revealed the full internal structure of the middle pyramid and these weird tuning fork things that are going into the ground. New features at Angkor Wat and new pyramids in Guatemala were discovered using non-invasive technologies as well. Why is this one so important? This remains the current explanation for how these were built. Explaining one of these tunnels this way would be insane. They did it 8 times. This level of sophistication is not only beyond their capabilities, it more closely resembles our computer architecture, except they were doing it in 3D.
There's no way humans built the pyramids, because if I was an alien, I would have flown here 5,000 years ago in my UFO, right? And I'll just sit there and go, right,
let's help these stupid people build a pyramid, and then we'll just leave, right? We'll make it the most advanced building on Earth, then we'll just leave, and then we'll sit up there in the clouds and just watch them try and figure it out for the next 5,000 years.
That's my theory. That's my theory. Because that's what I would do as an alien, just to mess with people.
One of the most unexpected viral sensations on TikTok has emerged from Panama, where a content creator known as Kin has captured the attention of hundreds of thousands of people worldwide.
Oh, I heard about this.
His story began in what seemed like an ordinary way.
The Rock.
He stumbled upon a strange metallic object that had reportedly fallen from the sky. Kin believed it was a meteorite, and at first, his videos simply documented his excitement over finding something extraordinary. However, things took a chilling turn when the object began to exhibit behavior that no ordinary meteorite ever should. According to Kin's ongoing documentation, a black goo-like substance began to seep from the stone after only a few days of it being in his possession. At first, the substance appeared as small streaks glistening against the metallic surface, but as time went on, it grew in volume and started displaying movement that seemed independent of outside influence. Viewers watching his TikTok clips have seen the goo stretch, pulse, and even crawl in ways that suggest it is alive, or at least operating by some strange set of rules unknown to science. This mysterious element is what transformed Kin's find from a rare geological curiosity into one of the most captivating and unnerving mysteries ever shared online. The black substance did not just ooze out passively. Kin showed it forming shapes, climbing over objects, and spreading in ways that suggested deliberate movement. He described moments where it reacted to light and even sound, as if it could sense its environment. Some clips appear to show the substance splitting and reforming, raising
He's touching
questions
it.
about whether it is some type.
What are you doing? You find a meteorite in the ground and it starts growing and you touch it. You just flick it with your fingers. What are you doing, man? You got to be. You're going to turn into Venom at this rate, because that's what it reminds me of, Venom. So this dude is either stupid or he wants to be a superhero.
Of self-replicating matter. The sheer strangeness of these behaviors has made his videos go viral, with millions of views and a global audience speculating about what exactly he has uncovered. As the substance continued to grow, Kin decided it was too dangerous to leave out in the open. In one video, he revealed that he had placed it inside a reinforced safe to prevent it from spreading uncontrollably. The safe is now the heart of his updates, with Kin posting clips of him opening it briefly to show viewers how the goo is changing over time. Each new update appears to reveal more complexity. The substance grows more branched, web-like structures, as if it is attempting to escape its container or reach for something outside of it. Viewers have compared its appearance to alien organisms from science fiction, noting how eerily similar it looks to imagined life forms designed to unsettle and awe. What has made Kin's story even more compelling is the attention it has allegedly attracted from outsiders. Kin has claimed that people have already approached him, urging him to hand over the meteorite.
The men in
and its
black are going to
substance.
come get this.
Some have reportedly contacted him directly, asking to buy or take the object, while others have simply warned him that what he is keeping is not safe.
Thing is, my stance on this, if this was real, and this guy posted this on TikTok, I watched him, it's like 100 million views altogether. There is no way this dude would still have his TikTok. The FBI would have turned up, the CIA or whatever, would have kicked his door down within 20 minutes of him posting that, and they would take it off him. If he's got a TikTok, they know where he is. They know his address, they know where he goes. It's not that difficult. So it's not real. That's what I think. And if it is, it would have been, the CIA would have taken it by now and he wouldn't have touched it. But it is still interesting because I wonder if, if meteorites have landed on Earth, even little ones. I wonder if someone out there did keep it and knows a lot more than most of us. That is interesting. So this is it. This is the military unit that they got called to this desert and they apparently go missing. That's all I know. I've been sent this video so many times, so I'm excited to watch this.
Night of March 23, 2004, Liam Collins, along with the rest of his unit, find themselves stranded when their vehicle and equipment experience sudden and unexplained failure. On a desolate stretch of unfamiliar terrain 14 miles out from base, the incident leaves them without the means of transportation and, more troublingly, radio equipment that ceases to function. In the face of this unexpected setback, the soldiers embark on a resolute journey towards what initially appears to be a rustic village, with the anticipation of seeking assistance and refuge from the local inhabitants. As the team enters the village, it quickly becomes clear that it's deserted, with empty huts and silent alleys devoid of life. Undeterred by the unsettling atmosphere, the team continues their search for occupants. However, their sergeant briefly observes a disquieting shift in the environment, as the once present winds give way to a harsh stillness that resonates throughout their surroundings. After an unspecified amount of time, a member of the team raises attention to the failure of timekeeping equipment, adding another layer of confusion and bewilderment to the team's predicament. Exercising sound judgment and deliberation on the situation, the team's sergeant ultimately chooses to reverse course and lead the team back to their stranded vehicles.
Good choice.
Following the decision to alter their path, they swiftly become cognizant of a disquieting realization. They had inadvertently lost their bearings. Despite their best efforts to follow what they believe to be the correct path, they encounter unfamiliar areas that do not match their recollection. Driven by mounting perplexity, Private Collins, along with another member of the team, take decisive action and ascend to the rooftops of one of the many structures, seeking a vantage point that may provide with a better overview of the area. A futile attempt in the darkness of the now seemingly endless village. As the remainder of the team waited from below, a member of the unit drew attention to a caught sight of movement in the periphery of their vision. The team observed an individual, resembling what they initially assumed to be a village inhabitant, positioned on the pathway ahead. Upon an attempt to establish communication, the individual abruptly turned and vanished amidst one of the seemingly infinite pathways, eluding any further interaction.
I mean, they haven't got much choice. They're in the middle of nowhere, it's dark. And I have heard about this story. I mean, what else can you do? You can't go back to your vehicles. You can't go anywhere else. I mean, buildings, this is the only place they could go.
Witnessing this occurrence, the team decided to cautiously pursue the individual, hoping to locate other inhabitants who could provide assistance. However, as they made their way through the winding paths, a growing sense of unease settled upon the team, who became increasingly alert to the possibility of an ambush. As the team presses forward, their senses now heightened, they stumble upon a perplexing sight. Esoteric and enigmatic monuments, hanging like silent sentinels amidst the desolate village, became increasingly apparent in their surroundings.
Oh, man.
Members of the team exchange uncertain glances, with the peculiar artifacts drawing the attention of some with an almost magnetic pull. 3 members of the team, enthralled by the surreal sight before them, implored their comrades to proceed without them, assuring them of their swift return to the group. The unwavering resolve and intensity in their voices unsettled their fellow soldiers, who exchanged apprehensive glances, sensing the gravity of their comrades' fixation. Disturbingly, Their sergeant was among the affected individuals, displaying an alarming fixation on the mysterious artifacts, further deepening the concern and uncertainty among the team. Tensions quickly escalated, as the affected members grew increasingly agitated by their comrades' attempts to break their fixation on the artifacts. Manifesting as verbal outbursts, the initial signs of agitation quickly escalated into physical confrontations, resulting in Collins engaging in a brief yet intense grappling match with his sergeant. As the altercation is quickly diffused, another disconcerting development unfolds within the team. One member, overcome by the mounting strangeness of their situation, succumbs to a state of mental unraveling. In a disturbing display, he begins to exhibit erratic behavior, engaging in a frenzied dance and flailing his arms in an unsettling manner that disturbs the team further. In the capture...
Could you imagine going through this? Like, you go in the middle of this pitch black building or tunnel, and the people you trust the most start acting weird or possessed.
Footage, the troubled soldier can be observed mouthing words, his lips moving in a desperate attempt to convey a message. However, the intermittent audio corruption that plagues this segment of the recording renders deciphering of his words an impossible feat. In the midst of these strange and disorienting ordeals, a member of the team, still exhibiting what seems to be a sound state of mind, draws attention to their current count, revealing a disturbing truth. Private Reynolds, who had just been with the team moments earlier, inexplicably became separated from the group.
Oh, no.
In an endeavor to locate the missing member within the seemingly infinite expanse of the village, Private Collins, together with the remaining soldiers, organized themselves into pairs and established a prearranged rendezvous point as a contingency measure, a feeble attempt to retain some semblance of control amidst their escalating situation. The mentally unraveled soldier, James Roberts, continues to exhibit erratic behavior, unresponsive to verbal communication, as he persists in his slow and unsettling movements. Their sergeant, Ethan Thompson, suspiciously elects to remain put and takes on the responsibility of monitoring James's actions. Despite their concerns, the rest of the team, driven by a sense of duty and curiosity, presses on. Privates Ryan Mitchell and Ben Anderson move ahead in a forward direction, while Liam Collins and Eric Johnson endeavor to retrace their steps, hoping to locate Reynolds. As you'll soon witness, the team's endeavor to reach the designated rendezvous point inevitably culminates in failure. As Collins and Johnson meticulously retrace their steps in search of Reynolds, a disconcerting realization can be made. Areas that can be identified as paths the team had previously traversed are now adorned with the artifacts, suspended in positions they had not occupied before. This unmistakable detail, deserving of the soldiers' attention, strangely remains unaddressed between the pair. As the footage continues, Collins's growing fixation with his surroundings becomes increasingly evident. His attention wavers from Johnson and the path ahead, becoming lost in contemplation of the peculiar objects for extended periods of time. Amidst his mounting preoccupation with the artifacts, Collins's attempts to shout and call out for Reynolds gradually fade into silence. It is at this juncture that the footage undergoes a further escalation of censorship, obscuring even more of the visual and auditory content. After what's speculated to be an approximate duration of 50 minutes, the footage resumes. However, upon the resumption of the footage, Private Eric Johnson...
Man, yeah, this is like a nightmare. That is terrifying. Could you imagine going through that? Oh man, yeah, that's terrifying. But let me know what you think. Leave me a comment down below about that video or any of the videos. If there are any clips that you want me to watch in the next video, follow Colson Twins on Instagram. Send me a message on there. That's where I'll respond. I hope you enjoyed that video. And for those who don't know, I post every single day. So I will see you tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that. So I look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow. Thank you for all the love and support. We hit 2,000 subscribers. Absolutely just ridiculous. But thank you so much. Honestly, it's great. I'm having a great time on this channel so far. And I really appreciate all the likes, the comments. You guys are just amazing. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.